Excuse me.
And I want my therapist to put it right here on the patient. So he can put this in, you can put this in, and then your therapist can just pull it up and say, okay, I need to do this electrostim for 10 minutes, the upper mid back.
Okay.
Because you can have her on a read only.
Okay.
Now, let's say I'm done with my notes. I'm going to go ahead and sign it using the signature pad with the tablet PC. You will incorporate your signature right into your report. Now, when I go to create that report, you see how this PQRS status pops up and this error pops up? It's reminding me I forgot the document for PQRS. So I'm going to say, no, here's what I'm supposed to choose and why.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay? So I'm going to go ahead now and just hit a T, and it's going to pull up all my PQRS. If this is the first time that you've seen this Medicare patient, they also require Medicare this year. You have to document at least once a year blood pressure checks. All right? And then also, I'm going to put in the functional assessment. What did I do? Next disability index. Now, if you're doing this visit to visit, you can just burn this information over. So I'm going to show you how fast you do a new note the second time you put this in the system, okay? So here's my note. I'm done. I'm going to hit create report, and now it's going to let me. The software is so smart, little smarty pants it is, that if I forget something, it's not going to let me go. If I only chose half of the PQRS, it still wouldn't let me go. And it would say, hey, by the way, this is what you chose. This is what you're missing. It's kind of nice. So here's the only done. All done.
So, I mean, and you say that the which I love, by the way, the software is smart enough so that I basically can't make a mistake. But you said that like you offer training or the education part of it. Is that ongoing or is it just initial, or like what if something changes in Medicare? Like I know the ICD-10 stuff's coming.
Our customer center where we do all the training tutorials and alerts and messages. For one, if there's any type of thing that you have to be alerted to, we go out of our way to connect with you.
Okay.
We'll do email campaigns. We will call and leave voicemail on your office phone. You know, where we send like more of a recorded message and we blast it out to all of our clients, especially if it's something that is really urgent, which we've had to do recently, you know, with Medicare and also with the stimulus and the meaningful use. And our clients are like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Because, you know, no one else is doing that. So we care. Our whole thing is we want to be your practice partner from day one. The training tutorials also educate you on PQRS.
Okay.
So it kind of teaches the doctor and the staff, okay, this is why you're choosing this, and this is the reason code that you should be choosing from. Okay? Which is nice.
Yes.
Now, when I'm done with this note, I can just push one button here, send billing, and it's going to push over all my diagnosis codes and my treatment codes. And I can send a message to the front desk. Maybe I want to do this patient in 3 days. So,
I like it.
now, when you have a new note, I'm going to go ahead and just bring this note in from the last visit. All right? I'm going to go
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Here's this note. Now, if I need to modify it, maybe they have neck pain, or maybe I need to add in another body pain or whatever, I can easily do this on the fly. And you'll be flying on this quick. All right? Maybe the neck pain is unchanged since last visit, nothing changed. I can put a little comment here if I want to. All right? Go to my treatment. I'm going to do everything the same, except for I'm going to change what I'm putting that in. I'm going to do it to a low back. 10 minutes. Right there. Okay? Done. Now, this side is no. Treatment report. I'm done.
And that's like the second visit, is what you're saying, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Correct. I mean, why start from scratch every time? So bring over the note from the prior visit, modify whatever you need to, change whatever you wish, and you're done.
So really, the most time consuming is while new patients.
It's always gonna
Right.
be.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
okay.
Now,
Which, yeah, it's always on, but on the software side.
Right.
Okay.
Now, going back to the billing, here is Michelle. She's ready to check out. I just click on this little green checkout button,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to start pushing over the charge entry. This takes you to her dashboard, okay?
Mhm.
All you do is hit charge entry, and we'll walk you through all these steps,
Right.
all right? But what it's going to do is push over all the charges from the documentation. Post your charges, get it ready, you're done. I have some other ones in here. I did some other changes on my charges.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you're done with posting these charges, you can also keep this window open if you want to. Go right to your billing center. Let's say at the end of the day, you need to send off your claims. Before you even do that, we've got dashboards that give you live information on accounts. Can you see the AR summary on the dashboard?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Most softwares, you've got to run about 5 or 6 reports to get all the stat information on one screen.
Okay.
All right? So this is all broken down 30, 60, 90, 120 days past due,
Uh-huh.
primary, secondary, tertiary, and patient balances.
Okay.
Here's your outstanding claims that need to go out, and here's the ones you processed in the last 3 days. Michelle's skating. I haven't been doing anything. But anyway,
No wonder your AR's high.
I've been putting my thoughts here. But here, let's say I need to work some AR account. I mean, I don't want these to get to the point where they're up here, and then I have to write this off.
Right.
I don't have time.
Right.
So what we've done is incorporate a hyperlink. Can you see how it turns blue when I hover over it?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, there's 20 claims. All I do is click on that hyperlink to show those claims, and we can go right into each of these. We'll work that one by one. All right?
Uh-huh.
Now, you can also register who it is that you're talking to. The next time you're going to be speaking to that,
Uh-huh.
insurance company or whatever, and whatever note they said. So go ahead and just put that in here, and it will save this in the patient ledger too. So let's say we spoke to Julie, and then she said, by the way, you should be getting that check next week. So I'm going to put a little note here by the 10th. If I don't have that check, then I'll call her. And it's a fair password. Okay?
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the claim. Let's say from that claim, I need to go ahead and make a change on this one. I can open it up. Let's say I forgot to point to the other two that I noticed the most. I can open this little pointer and then make those changes and then resubmit. So software is very flexible.
Okay.
Okay? Now, once you've done that, then you can go ahead and go back over to your go over to your claim,
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
and then there's a rebill button right here. Do you see over here to the bottom right?
Uh-huh.
So once I have this changed, I want to get it back in the queue to dash and then send out again. So you can put this back into rebill if you're ready for you to dash out.
Okay.
Now, what if that rebill had to go by paper? Do we have the option?
Yeah, I mean, here, like, whatever way you sent it, you can either send it by paper or by,
Okay.
Because here, the software is capable for doing any type of claim processing. Processing electronically, by paper. Now, we have a unique integration with a company called Gateway, TriZetto. Which clearinghouse do you currently use, Kelly?
We actually currently don't use one. He does try. He's trying to do more cash patients and PI, but after talking with Dr. Arnold's office and stuff, and Dr. Arnold is in with a network here that's in North Carolina called Health Network Solutions, and they do Blue Cross and the Cignas and stuff. So it's Be More Insurance. He is starting to lean more that he's going to do open up to more insurance, so he may join that network as well.
Okay.
So he's.
Well, if you need to join our network, they have to go through their clearinghouse, so we can connect you to that specific clearinghouse for the North Carolina network.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, that's good to know. So right now, we don't use, we don't really use a clearinghouse. He's mostly cash and PI. And he's kind of.
But I've heard of the Gateway TriZetto, so yeah, I'm familiar with it. So if she needs to be shown it, I can show her real quick what it all looks like on there.
Well, what I was going to mention to you, once that gets, we don't have that integration with the North Carolina network.
Okay.
But I think if you're doing any insurance in North Carolina, you have to go through their North Carolina network, the clearinghouse.
Okay.
Okay.
Or at least for some of the payers, not UHC, not
True.
Medicare or any of those, but there, yeah, Blue Cross, Cigna, your two big ones. Yeah, you definitely have to go through H&S.
And
Yeah,
that's the one that Dr. Arnold was talking to Dr. Murphy about.
yeah, I'm very familiar with them too. So.
Alright, but if you need to match all your paper claims, you can do them all right through the system. By payer, by range of date, whatever you need.
Okay.
And we've been compliant with the new HICFA, so
Okay.
if you have a payer,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like, you know what, we only take the old HICFA, we do have it still here for you,
Okay.
okay, just in case you ever need that.
All right.
And then you would just list your payments in here when you get your check, and then line item post.
Michelle, can I ask her a real quick question? I probably should have asked this before, because obviously I'm with a billing company, so the chances are that we have other people besides chiropractors. Is this strictly chiropractic software?
Depends on what other provider you're speaking of. If they do acupuncture, if they do massage, if they do physical therapy. We also have a lot of our offices that have part-time medical doctors that do all the exams because they're reimbursed at a higher level.
Right.
Also using the software. So it all just depends. It's not really geared to internal medicine or family doctor, you know, the PCP.
Right.
Well, how about the? You know what? I'll wait because it may get my answer. I'll let you finish your demo. Usually, I'll just wait on that question. I don't think it's pertinent at this point.
So say
So
Dr. Murphy's not hiring any other thing.
But Tracy, if you needed our software just for your billing, yeah, you can use it for any provider you want.
see, I knew you'd answer my question.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you, because we're modular. So if you only needed just our billing software, you could. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, I don't need access to the notes, but what I'm trying to find out too is, you know, is how compatible it is. Like, I'm more interested, obviously, in the billing side.
Okay. Well,
you and I can do this at any point.
Yeah, for billing, you can use it for any provider you want, because you're going to have their ID number, their code, fees. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's perfect. I knew you'd eventually get around to answering my question. Without.
No problem.
And I use Tracy for questions. She educates me.
Yeah, it does it all. And the other thing I want to make sure I mention to you is that we've also created, you know, reminders for your patients, and we integrate this ourselves. So if you would like for your patients to receive a text message or an email before their appointment to remind them, we designed this integration ourselves. You can have it to go out to them a day before, an hour before, whatever you want. It can even be set to go out to the patient for an appointment that's after the fact. You know, like after their first visit, you want to tie it to like a new patient exam. Every patient who's registered in the scheduler or selected as a new patient exam, whatever you want to call it, is going to get a message that could be templated for like even just 6 hours after that appointment. That they get a text or email saying, you know, thank you for choosing our practice. I hope you're feeling much better. If you're having any pain or discomfort, call our office immediately, or call my cell, or whatever it may be. So everyone who's scheduled as a new patient exam, you can have multiple messages going out in all these different time zone, segments.
Well, you just burst my bubble on some of my doctors that do that to me. I thought they were just being caring. Evidently, it's their software that's doing it.
No, but they cared enough to get the right software.
They